satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes.
All right, let's do the damn thing. Good morning. Hopefully that was not stream related. See. Test it. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome. Tuesday broadcast. What's up, Beard? How you doing, sir? Might have just been my glasses rubbing up against the thing. Hope everybody's doing well. Live a little earlier than normal. Usually we go live around 7. It's 47 right now, so close. Got so many of these lore and legend things. So many. Bold, bang, gold, here, 2 gold, I don't know what I'm doing tonight, chat. What's up, T Bobby? We'll head over to Loping. Bobby said he wanted to do catacombs, or not Bobby. Freddie. Freddie said we might do some catacombs tonight. So I will quest in Loping until Freddie comes around. Let's see. Flipped our Bing Plane quest. Hexed and Vexed. Do the blue ones first, of course. This up. Did my hair wrong. It's I might redo it, chat. Waypoint 219 7 184. Oh, right over here. Down there. I was watching a stream that was like 4 to 5 years ago, and I was the only one watching that Tuesday. You have grown so much. Thank you, Bobby. I appreciate that. Sticking it out with me through the years. What you up to tonight? You got anything going on? Watching it snow? Jesus. That's brutal.
Well, hello, beautiful.
What's up, Dark Inside? How are you doing? Come on. Having a lot of issues with that Alienware. The thing keeps randomly turning off. Like after like half an hour. Did you clean it? Check the power supply vents. Maybe take some canned air to it or something. I'm assuming it was used. Like, if it's completely shutting off, that makes me wonder if it's just overheating or something. Reapplied thermal paste and all that. Weird. Ready for my voice to be back to normal, chat. It's just not there yet. It's annoying. Turns off. I was reading the temps for half an hour, and the CPU never went past 41 Celsius, so I don't know. The GPU never got past 36. It's a weird one, man. I mean, you could try re-imaging it, but there's usually something that makes it turn off. And usually if it's a Windows thing, you'd have an error. Because you can go through the task manager and see what the shutdown issue was. Like, what made it shut down. If it just says, like, loss of power, then, you know, going. Could be a bad capacitor on the board. You can check those, see if it has like a popped cap or something. Or like a poofy cap, you know what I'm talking about? Like if you look at the board, the little capacitors, if it's poofed up a little bit, sometimes that means that If that's the case, I mean, that sucks. I spot Warpath. What's up, Freddy? You want to do some catacombs? Already there? Oh, okay. I'll head that way. Like to travel, please, to... Tried everything hardware-wise for it overheating. I'm guessing it's a power board issue. Bring it to the tech guy tomorrow morning and see if they can't fix it. Then I'm out 300 because the power brick costs 112. Yeah. I would check. Yeah, it could be a capacitor on the board that might be jacked. Which sucks because really no way to fix those. I mean, there's ways of fixing them, but it's not cost effective. I've seen it too where the but it usually doesn't work at all, but like, you know, the port, you know, where you plug your brick into the computer at, right? That little AC circle thing. I've seen those go bad on Dells a lot too. Like that actual port, like when you open it up, there's like a, it's like a small port on there that's soldered to the board. I've seen those go bad. But usually when that's the case, it doesn't power on at all. But I mean, maybe it's on its way out and that's why it's turning off after a little bit of use. I forget what that part's called off the top of my head. I'm interested though, so let me know what they say. I know back in my repair days, I would just tell you to buy new. I wouldn't even try to fix it, but that's just me though. Apparently I did a quest in here. Interesting. Shoot. I don't think so. I think I can make it. Maybe. Oh, you went up that way. Some of these are gray to me. Like aggro gray. Yeah. Did I go up the wrong one? No, that's the only way up. I might need help, Freddy. This is the right one. I mean, I can try to train it, but just that one mob down there took me half life. What's up, Liz? Not a whole lot. Playing some Wrath Classic before it's gone. I saw that. Probably been in the WoW Classic lately. Might be able to train it. Well, no, because the wall's way over there. There's a wall there, maybe. Wrath was like peak WoW for you. Do I have Viz potions? I do. They probably see Invis. Nope, that's underwater breathing. There. Nostalgia's quite a drug. It is, isn't it? It's crazy. You're all good, Freddy. Thank you. It hooks you every time. Beer is called Lucky Buddha. It's different. The bottle's in the shape of a Buddha. Like he's doing some kind of yoga. Oh, it's a green bottle, so you really can't. I guess you can kind of see it. Different beer. It's out of a variety pack that somebody got me. All right. Sounds good. Is it getting you zen like feels? I guess. I don't know. I haven't had a lot of beer lately because of the meds. I finally got through most of it. Liver's been jonesing. Got an ad. Kind of tastes like what's the, for some reason I'm thinking of Peroni beer. It's like a white and blue label Italian beer. What it tastes like? Is it called Peroni? Any news on the summer TLE? I haven't seen anything yet, Epic, but I actually didn't see any news today about the patch notes either. Kept checking. I don't know if it was just a server restart day or what. I mean, they'll probably announce it. I would expect news for it because they're gonna start hyping it probably April. It never is a happy place, Liz. I'm not gonna lie. The EQ2 official Discord is just sometimes they're a little crazy. No offense. They can be tough. People are angry, but also the devs are way too quiet sometimes. I mean, are they too quiet or are they just busy, you know? Yeah, they do. I have seen that. But I also feel like there's so many people that are shadow banned in that Discord that it's not that they're ignoring them, it's just they don't ever see it. You know? Like, they probably have a lot of notifications turned off in Discord. Even at mentions, they're probably just like, nah. So then they have the, you know, their one day out of the week they go through their notifications. I mean, you have your community manager, that's probably the one that responds the most, but they really don't know how to answer some of the questions. And they're just relaying information that they're being fed, so... I couldn't do it. There's already certain emails I get at work that already start making my eye twitch. I'm assuming it's the same freaking thing for game devs. I have certain notifications and my eye will just start twitching. Like, oh shit, here we go. Here we go. Hope everybody's having a great night, though. Hope you're having a good beginning to your week. What's up, Woodrain? How you doing, sir? Just chilling, doing some cozy XP grind over in Mistmore Catacombs. It's Kill Switch. What's going on, man? How you doing? Hope all's well. I'm chilling. Trying to stay healthy. Trying to keep the family healthy. It's going, man. It's going. Kids are getting big. My son, he's about as tall as I am now. He's only 12 years old. My middle daughter, she's a little heathen. My youngest, he's the brains of the operation. Congrats on the level. Good times. Hey, what's up, Palladeer? Happy Tuesday. How about you, Kill? Everything good? Jeez. Still play this game, but very much just in-game rating, etc. I heard about the new TLE soon, again. Well, it's going to be an event TLE. It's not a normal TLE replacement as far as I know. So it's going to have a different rule set. Maybe something a little new. Guess we'll find out. First one's almost 4. Just think where did time go? Yeah. Oh, I know where it goes. In lack of sleep. And in gray hair. That's where it goes. Also the bank account. That's where time goes. Straight to the bank. wrong about that? Yeah. Looking very healthy, sir. Thank you. I'm getting over pneumonia, Kill. Week 2. I appreciate it though, man. Still got a lingering cough. It's more annoying than anything. But I feel lucky. What's up, Grug? It's the kids. My daughter brings me an Ilias every once or 3 weeks. Yeah, it really is. I've actually been pretty lucky. Kids have been, you know, doing their infected thing, but I've stayed clear of most of it. I think what happened with the pneumonia is the weekend before I got it, I was out of town and did a lot of drinking. Punished the liver a little bit that weekend, and I think I just lowered my immune system enough to where something got through. And it decided to really fuck me up. Yeah, we're getting there. Thank you. Advancement point. Discovery. Have you been doing the ballads raids? Kill switch? How are they? I get a lot of people stopping in and asking about how the in-game raid stuff goes, and I'm like, I'm not a raider, so I really can't speak to it. I ran the signature line of ballads, but didn't really go much farther than that with it. My normal, casual fashion. What's up, Zach Bobby? Good evening. Level 66. Zach Bobby's entered up on the channel currency giveaway. Dark Inside's entered up on the channel currency giveaway. Have you been, Rebus? I've been doing alright, man. We're on the mend. Everything's going better. Work's been busy, but it wouldn't be work if it wasn't busy. Chain armor. Bow was an upgrade though. Yeah, I got you. Ready. I was just making sure it wasn't like a piece of class armor, but... Shinier. Oops. Pick up more of the stream, but I can't have my phone work. It's all good, man. I appreciate you being here when you can. Hope all's well. Tiny. Seneschal Slayer? Sure. Defeat the Seneschal in the Mistborn Catacombs. Oh, that was really an achievement. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Seneschal. That goes up into the castle, doesn't it? Not ready for that now. Yeah, I know. I was just saying. Isn't there like an X2 hallway too in there in the castle? think when you go up the stairs, the second level is all like X2 mobs. Inside the castle, anyways. Or am I thinking of something else? Haven't seen one yet. Appreciate you, Freddy, for running this with me. Why do all these vampires have compost on them? What's up, King K? He says because they're shitty vampires. Damn. I was watching some guy play Pantheon the other day. Yikes, does it not look promising? Oh no. That bad, huh? I mean, it's only an alpha, but still. I haven't seen much on it really. I haven't been looking either though. Game seems to be going backwards, says Mega. Oh boy. Backwards in a bad way, I guess, right? What's up, Beast? How you doing? I'm doing alright. Chilling. Freddy's running me through some experience grind over on Varsoon on my non-permadeath Guardian. What's up, Cowfather? The new direction doesn't look awesome to me. I'll have to look it up, see what I think. Are you winning, Dad? Yeah, we're winning. We're doing good. Just got his Necromancer to 80. Working on Fury. Nice. Necromancers are fun. If you haven't tried one, you should. That or Kanji. Conjurers are fun too. I feel like Necromancers a little bit have more survivability. Those life taps, but Conjurers can be a lot of fun too. Feathered Spear of the Observant. Interesting. What's up, Sin? Sincan says, hell yeah, I've always wanted to try EQ. This is EQ too. But it's a lot of fun if you haven't tried it before. Definitely, I highly recommend it. It's old school. Don't get me wrong. Population isn't the greatest. But content-wise, you got questing, you got grind, you got housing, you got crafting, you got collections. Got all sorts of things to do in the game. Just gotta find your group of people to play with. Thank you for that follow, Sincans, by the way. Appreciate that. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask them. And if you're just looking to try the game, Sin, you can download it for free. I mean, the free-to-play model isn't the best, but you get access to a lot of the game for free. There are some paywall things, but for the most part, you can find out if it's something you want to throw some money at. I think the biggest thing that hurts this game is population. But all you gotta do is keep an eye out for guilds that have people on at the same time as you. Make some new friends. Be a little social with people. You enjoy it. Honestly, up to level 100, it really doesn't matter if you enjoy solo questing. Now, if you want to do current group content, that's a whole other thing. What's up, Kozad? Mega says, grouping / rating at 130 means opening your wallet wide. Unless you want to turn the game into your full-time job, maybe. Yeah. It's an EverQuest, that's for sure. But I've heard the same thing. But if you're just looking for a time sink, I mean, it'll do the job. Oh, hello. Not sure if Rewind is still active on AB, but they did their own version of a progressing through lower level content. There's been a few guilds that have done it, where they built their own rule set kind of scenario. It always says scrambled eggs for brains, questing 100% in Sanctum of Scaleborn for freaking days straight. There's a reason it's called SOS. And it's mainly because it's called Sanctum of Scaleborn, you know, SOS, but yeah. That'll do it. I swear I first read it as Scrotum of Scaleborning. Yeah. Y'all remember that time I did Sanctum of Scaleborn, and I forget which character I was on. Could have been my monk back in the day on Falling Gate server, where I swore off ever doing that dungeon again because I had a wizard in the group that kept trying to pull because they didn't think I was pulling fast enough or whatever. That was one of the worst groups I've ever had in EQ2. The rest of the group was fine, but the wizard kept killing us because he kept trying to pull the entire room, and the group kept saying, hey, we can't handle this. We had one healer, I think, at the time too, maybe two, but they were kind of new to healing. I think it was a shaman. The shaman was new or something like that, and the wizard just kept, and the wizard, I don't know if the wizard spoke English at all, so I don't know if they were reading chat or anything. But I died so much that night where I think we ended the stream early that night too, because I was just done with the game. I was just like, I can't. It's too much. And I was trying to be nice, and it was just put me in a bad mood. I should have left that group way longer than it took me. But it just got to the point where I was like, been here this long, it's got to get better, right? Can only get better. Can't get any worse than this. It was goes, that's like, why you could have put me on blast. It takes a lot for you to rage quit. It does, yeah. I thought maybe the wizard was just going to get annoyed with us and just leave the group, but I think he was one of the last ones to disband. And then when we realized the group wasn't going anywhere, he's like, okay, I guess we're done. And I was like, yep, we're done. And it wasn't like he was being trolly. He wasn't like telling me to do a better job or anything like that. He was just... he wasn't comprehending that he wasn't supposed to pull. Rob, what's going on, man? He says, hello, Rebus. Based on your Twitch experience and EQ2 experience, do you feel as though someone else streaming EQ2 would be a worthwhile investment for a new streamer? I mean, that's hard to say. There's not... I have always preached, if you're gonna stream something, you have to like it. Don't stream something because you think it's going to give you growth. People aren't going to watch you for that. They're going to watch you if you're... I want to say if you're knowledgeable in a game, but y'all watch me and I'm not super knowledgeable in this game at all. At least I don't think so. But I do enjoy playing this game. And I think most people can attest they're going to have more fun listening and watching you play something that you enjoy versus something that you're doing just to grow, you know? So if you enjoy playing EverQuest 2, then by all means stream it. EQ2 isn't going to pull numbers. It's very niche, yeah. Some people always come in chat and they're like, why do you stream a dead game? And I'm like, the game is not dead by any means. It's not a popular game. I mean, half the people you run into in EQ2 probably don't even know what Twitch is. I'm not calling anybody old out there. I'm not saying you're old. I'm just, you know what I mean. What's up, Cracktoon? Appreciate that insight. I think you're spot on. I played EQ2 for quite a bit while back in the day, most post EQ days, where I found WoW. Saturations were, yeah. I think we talked about this. I can't remember if it was this weekend or last Tuesday. If you're trying to make an income from streaming, it's very hard nowadays because everybody thinks they can do it. And I'm a big believer in, I tend to preach it this way when people ask me questions like this. Like when I get, sometimes I get DMs about streaming and stuff like that. I'm just, you have to come at it as a hobby, and you have to come at it as a marathon. Because it's not, you're not going to get instant satisfaction from it. I get satisfaction from you guys. And then, you know, when you guys tell me you enjoy the content I put out there, if it's EverQuest 2, if it's whatever the fuck I'm streaming, that's what I get out of it. Krug's like, ew. Not that kind of satisfaction. Well, maybe not like that. But you know what I mean. I'm missing some notifications. What I miss here? Rob, thank you for that follow. Cracktoon with the 12 months, dude. Thank you, thank you, thank you. One full year, Cracktoon. Appreciate that, man. God, I was like, I'm glad I can satisfy you. Does seem like something that have an old school MMO background lends to itself grinding in many ways, yeah. I mean, one of the main reasons I started streaming was because I felt like I was watching a lot of Twitch streams at the time, and I felt like I interacted more with people that played the same games as me. Ding, level 67. And I was playing EQ2 at the time, EQ2 and EQ1. And there was like a handful of streamers at the time, and most of them were West Coast or Central, so like my watch time didn't match up with their play time. So like I was like, well, maybe I can see what this streaming thing's about, and I can just kind of broadcast what I do in the game. And you know, if people have questions about it, they can ask me, and next thing you know, it's been 8 years. Well, I don't even know what's going on. Ready, we're good. I'll figure it out. Almost ready to go full time. Yeah, right. My family won't agree with that. I'm lucky to get the 9 hours a week that I do put into it. I have a lot of appreciation for the people that do this full time, though. It's a whole nother level of commitment to gaming in general and just content creation. It's crazy. Let me ask you one more question. Focus on what you're doing. Starting EQ2 today, fresh account. Are there any particular servers that might offer guilds that make raiding and priority versus more casual servers? It really depends on your playtimes, I think. Right now, the popular servers, and chat can correct me if I'm wrong, depending on what you want to raid. Like, if you're wanting to raid current content on a retail server, I would say Maj Duel, Halls of Fate are probably your best bets. Maybe Antonio Bale, but I don't know. I get weird vibes sometimes about Antonio. If you're wanting to do like older content and raid, you might want to wait until, I mean, Varsoon is always there. Varsoon's a popular guild. There's multiple raiding guilds on Varsoon. We're about just over halfway through the content, I think. Well, not really halfway. Go have Sentinel's Fate and then DOV after that, so more than halfway. But I think, like, if you were really serious about getting into EQ2 raiding, and this might come off, I'm rooted, I think. Weird. If you're really serious about getting into raiding, and chat, by all means, tell me if I'm wrong with this. Wait till they refresh Varsoon. And what I mean by that is play the game, find out what class you're going to be good at and play that you like. And then when they announce the next Varsoon TLE, which is the next basic rule set for in a PvE TLE, join a raid guild with that server. So then you'll experience the progression through raiding. So you'll be able to go through the Shattered Lands, you'll go through the Desert of Flames raiding, you'll go through the Kingdom of Sky raiding, you know? And then once that TLE is over, and if you're still into raiding, you can progress into a retail server or, you know, go that route. That would be my suggestion if you're like serious in the raiding. I mean, we still got a while before they refresh Varsoon, but you can at least log into the game and find out what you want your raid class to be, and make those network connections in game to figure out, you know, which guild you're gonna, because some of these guilds, they go through the servers. They do these TLEs every time they unlock, you know. I can't really speak to the retail rating aspect of the game because I'm not a retail player. I do the signature timeline and mess around with small group stuff every once in a while, but TLE rating, I've been in 2 raid guilds, and I wouldn't even really call me a backup raider, but I did fill spots here and there, and I think that was probably some of the best times I've had in a guild. Just know that this next TLE that they're announcing, the one that's coming up, is not a Varsoon replacement. It's an event TLE, so it's not going to have like this type of rules. So don't think that this next TLE is that thing. I would say probably November. Maybe we'll get an announcement for
Hello there.
the next Varsoon. Sorry, chat. I'll catch up on you in just a minute. I heard hello there. What's up, Darko? How you doing, sir? We all know why Reba started streaming. It's to meet the girls. Oh, Valadir. More than people, I think. Whatever happened to Panth? He used to stream pretty much full time. I'm not sure, Kozad. I was wondering that the other day. I know he was planning on moving IRL, or at least he talked about moving a lot, so I don't know if that's happened and it just hasn't, he hasn't been able to fit the streaming schedule back in. But I also wondered if he maybe switched, like did he go over to Kick or something? Non-TLE time lock servers, there is so much content to tackle and accomplish. We have guilds on TLE that take raiding seriously. No guild has cleared all the content on TLE. And then Crackton said that's what I'm waiting for. Rob said, that's great advice. It's always terrible to be on a catch-up crew. I'll certainly check out the stream again. I hope you don't mind any of the questions. No, I don't mind at all. Keep them coming. Overlap you. What you're doing. It's all good, man. You're chilling. If you're interested in Varsoon, I wrote a wiki article about getting going on it. But it's evolved into this entire novel at this point. Nice. Mega. Not sure I can post links here. I can permit you. Mega, do you have it? Should let you post it right now. I think, anyways. If not, the bot will grab it and I can allow it from there. Thank you, Mega. Varsoon is still very much playable, and I feel like sometimes when I'm talking about time frames, I feel like some people take it as I'm recommending not just making a character on Varsoon. It's not. I'm not saying that, and I don't mean to insinuate that. I'm just saying there is some catch-up that you have to do on Varsoon And if you're a solo player, it's going to be a little bit harder. So you're definitely going to have to be a social player and get involved with some guilds and some people. And you're going to have to talk to them and get in their discords and do all that. And if you're not comfortable with that, it's going to be a different experience for you than somebody that, you know, isn't that. Because EQ2 is not a game where you log in and then just put your looking for group tag on. You're not going to get anything. You might get something every once in a while that way, but you're not going, it's not going to happen every night or even during your playtime. You'll have to, you know, get in a group with people, like get a group of people that play at the same time as you and set it up and make sure everybody's on at the same time, blah, blah, blah. I mean, there's stuff you can do solo, it's just not on TLE. Solo isn't as beneficial other than crafting and doing the broker game. And these TLEs don't die. The only time they start losing players is when the next TLE has already came out. They'll do an announcement. There'll be some people that jump ship when the announcement for the next Varsoon hits, but people still raid, people still group, people still do the events up until they turn the server off. So it's not going anywhere. And it's not like your character gets deleted. You get a transfer token. Well, previous TLEs, you've always gotten a transfer token where you can move your character to any retail server. So what I normally try to do is I try to play classes and combinations of classes that I don't have on my retail server. So I use the TLEs almost as a way of leveling alternates or characters that I want to have on my account. And then when they close, I just move them over to whichever server I wanted to put them on. And the transfer token is free. It's not like you have to pay for it. Now, if you wanted to just transfer retail servers, I think it's what, $25? Like if you wanted to go from Halls of Fate to Maj Duel or vice versa or whatever. You can't transfer to a TLE, and you can't transfer off a TLE until they close it. Or announce the closure anyways. Rich, what's going on? He says, hey, Revis, long-time fan. Are you going to try the new TLE when it comes out? Sounds like Dark Paul are doing something new this time around. I probably will try it. I don't know if I'm going to stay, but we'll see what the rule set is. Sorry, Rich. My voice has been acting up, chat, so I apologize if you hear me choking. Plan on doing something similar to the new TLE as well. Static groups are all over the place on HOF. What would you say the average concurrent population of EQ2 servers? Thousands or less? I would say thousands. I just don't know the I mean, I don't think they post the actual numbers anywhere. And again, I think it does depend on the server. There's also a lore and legend server, but that's not traditional EQ2 experience. True. It's been a long time since I did EQ2. Have they set it up similar or Path of Exile where you have seasons and when the season is done your characters move to the perma server? No, there's nothing like that here. No seasonal stuff yet. I mean, they have seasonal events, but your characters aren't like that here. What's up, Bob? He says, what's going on with the new TLE? I haven't heard. They haven't announced it yet what the rule set's going to be, but there is going to be a new event TLE. So you know how they have Kale Drackle right now? There will be a server that's going to take the place of Kale Drackle, basically. And we don't know what that is yet. Like what the rule set's going to be yet. Hopefully next month, I would assume they start hyping it, telling us what it is, maybe. I hope. I mean, I would assume they're gonna. I mean, I would assume they do a test, but maybe not. Maybe they just YOLO that bitch up. I don't see that ending well if they do it that way, but you never know. I appreciate all your time and feedback. The stream looks great. Audio is very level. I like that you mute out the coughs. I'll do that personally moving forward. Check out again. Thank you, Rob. Yeah, I don't like coughing in people's ears. And I think the reason I try to do that is most people have headsets on. Not a lot of people... I mean, there's people out there that stream and game and all that on no headsets, but most people wear headsets. And it doesn't sound good to cough in somebody's ear. They slip through every once in a while. I feel bad. I don't think it's replacing Katie. It's more of an event server like Race of Track maybe. Nice, Mega. That'd be cool. Nice, Epic. Very cool, man. Time to rack in the pennies, yeah. Anything's better than nothing though, right? I have a set of plate sleeves. 50 sleeves on. A chain. Leather. A freaking 80 armor smith. I should make myself some already. I don't know why I didn't. Shutting down Katie would be rough because it would bork the new returning players with the Adorn. I'm not sure how they're going to do that, right? KD Necadorn is pretty much best in slot for folks. It was a weird mechanic that they added for that to be done there. Like, do you think they really want KD to be a permanent server? Now, if they made KD like the trial server, right? Like, you know, certain games have like that one server where all new characters, like if you're free to play and it's your first time making a character, that's where they dump them all. Which would be weird though, because you start at level 90, but I mean, they want you to start at like level 125 now, so I don't freaking know. But it would be interesting. That's the thing, they shouldn't have KD behind a sub. Yeah, I agree with that. I know they won't ever do this either, but I still think all the retail servers should be on one server. Like a mega server. I know they won't ever do that for various reasons, but they really should. Just merge them all into one. Depending on the rules, it might be back in June. It could be fun in its own right, but it's a very different experience that's focused on achievements and HQs. Yep. Whenever you gotta go, Freddy, don't be afraid to say peace out. I get it. He's gonna be like, the experience train stops here. Dutch, he says, do you think there's a way for them to fix that stat bloat post level 95? No. There was a dev in chat a few months ago, and we talked about, it was brought up like doing some type of like reduction. And they said, and I don't know how accurate this is either, so I don't know what goes on in meetings at Daybreak, but they said it's been talked about and it's not going to happen. For whatever reason. They didn't go into like detail or anything like that, but they don't have plans on doing it in the near future anyways. Raiders would get a big sad numbers went down. That's the big gist of it. Made TLE servers live on then, yeah. The TLE servers make them a decent amount of money. I feel like, anyways. I don't have any proof of that. I feel like TLEs. No. I don't even know. I don't know if I would go as far as saying they're profitable, but I mean, we're still alive. They still do them. There's got to be a reason why they keep re-rolling them. That's chain. Does your bard want this chain loop pattern? It's a class pattern. I'll leave it on that in that chest, Freddy. If your bard wants level 70 class armor. Chain. They're good? Can I trade that after I pick it? Attunable lore. So I can give that to my bard, I guess. Third troubadour, which is the Valen's Thunderous Guards. They make bank off TLEs, not so much as they get older. All those people buying chrono, buying loot packs for flocks, buying crates, etc. Yeah, I get it. Mega. Dutch says, my son and wife, I'll keep playing as long as they keep the TLEs going. Yep. TLEs are fun. I'm glad I got into them 3 times over. I hear you, Warpath. I did try to quit TLEs one time. That didn't last very long. I think it was Caladem server. I started late on Caladem. I don't think I started playing Caladem until Desert of Flames, maybe? Might have been Desert of Flames or Echoes with Fadeware. I'd have to look at the VODs. Yeah, the Aftermath shuffle. Yep. I don't even want to think about how many bucks I've spent on repair kits early on Varsoon when we didn't have bots. I don't want to show you my Daybreak cash. You're going to get mad. And you're going to be like, why don't you spend it? Why don't you buy all of the potions? I should technically be using an experience potion right now. Yeah, my balance is kind of stupid for reasons. Exactly. That's how I feel about it too. One, I was just totally against spending it in the first place, right? Like I'm like, eh. when they first started using it, I was just like, I don't want this, you know? So it was my way of protesting it, I guess, if you will. But it's accumulated. And I have spent some. I buy my character slots with it, you know, but I'm almost at max with that, so I won't be spending Daybreak cash on that anytime soon. And I've bought some outfits here and there. There's been a few times where I've bought the instant res on non-permadeath characters, of course. And I have done experience potions here and there. But yeah, I don't use it as much as I probably should. Going for the shiny. Which says, same here, Dutch. The stat blow post 95 is why I stopped playing retail in the first place. And the TLEs are the only thing bringing me back now. Yeah. They're not the only ones. And I feel like EQ2, it's very rare to find somebody that enjoys both retail and TLE. Like, you don't have it that much. Alright, night. Because most of the time it's either or. Like, you have your retail people that hate TLE and see no benefit of it. And then you have your TLE players that hate retail and see no benefit of it. It's very rare that you have those people that spend time on both. I kind of spend time there because, and y'all know this, I try to keep up to date with things that are going on in retail just so I can speak to them when people come in the chat and ask questions about it. That's the main reason I go to retail every once in a while. Just to seem knowledgeable. You just don't play by the rules, and then there's those of us that are so cynical we don't like either anymore. Yeah, I remember when Beard used to play EQ2. Almost done with the vampire lore and legend. We're getting there. Bracelet of Station. Keep my tune on live up to date, but haven't done heroics there for years. Mostly it's just new expansions and events, same. No problem, Freddy. Thank you, sir.
Thanks.
Appreciate you. Got 2 levels tonight. I call it a success. And I gotta finish the collection. Go turn that in. Yeah, they are. I was getting 37 to 38, some 39s. Sorry, Donald. Here, I got you. Yeah, I get you some. Wait. Wrong box, that's why. I know I have that set up here on YouTube. Oh, it worked. 15. I'll do it again. Some more. Ooh, 400 and something. Or is that 42? Rip. Yeah, this little heart emoji's in the way. 400 and something. There you go. Now you should have some money to do the sound effects.
Hello.
Bloodstained belt. Cinch. Ability. Aesthetic God says, what's more popular, EverQuest or EverQuest 2? EQ1. I would say EQ1's more popular. They have a higher player base. And that's another thing. EQ1 players really dislike EQ2. And EQ2 players necessarily can't go back to EQ1. So, it's a weird mix. Holy crap, okay. Gotta manage this inventory now. Bear with me, chat. 68, 67. Have those. And hot. Thank you for that follow. Aesthetic, appreciate you. EQ2 is a little more overwhelming than EQ. Audacious Amigos says, that's my only issue with EQ2. It's been 6 hours on the game and only level 11 or 12. Yeah. EQ1, are you talking about EQ1 aesthetic? EQ1 can be a huge tight stake if you're not careful. Just so hard to do a quest and stuff in EQ1. Just started playing it yesterday and it's rough. Yeah. EQ2 is more of a theme park. EQ1's more of a hardcore sandbox-ish game. Thank you, Freddie. I appreciate you, man. I played a lot of EQ1 back in the day. EQ1 was my first, like, MMO where I gave it everything. Rated in EQ1 for years. Almost did 8 hours a day in EQ1. I was younger. When EQ2 launched, I got into this and I haven't really looked back. EQ2 is EQ1 Lite. They're two completely different games. They share a lot of the same lore, of course. But, play styles are completely different. Like, even to the classes. Like, EQ1 enchanters don't match up with EQ2 enchanters, because there's two. So there's Coercer and Illusionist. But, like, crowd control is... There is some crowd control in the game, but it's not as heavy as EQ1 crowd control is. Does that make sense? I mean, it doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean. Okay. My gear is damn right. So let's go through this inventory. This is the very boring part, so if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask them. You're not interrupting anything that's going on, because half the people fall asleep when I do this. Don't sell that. I want to transmute that. And 6, oh, I read that already. Druids, wizards, clerics were all split up. Pretty much everything was split up. Yeah, they split everything into 2s, basically, for the most part. There was monks in EQ1. Those didn't get split up. There's still monks in EQ2, but there's also bruisers, which is the same thing as a monk, just more DPS. I guess bruisers would be the completely brand new thing, right? Because I don't even think monks... You know how in EQ1 your class name changes at certain tiers? I don't think monks ever turned into bruisers. Did they? I think bruisers were a practical solution. The original faction issue with monks were Kinos, so they wanted Freeport equivalent. Yeah. Oh, the good old days of faction. I say good old days like was fun. I guess it was kind of fun. Necromancers are pretty much the only kind of untouched. Conjurers are essentially the EQ1 mage with a name change and no real item summons like EQ1. I feel like at first necromancers were very underpowered compared to EQ1 necromancers. Like they didn't feel the same as an EQ1 necromancer. Because I played EQ1 necromancer for a long time. I didn't raid as a necromancer, but I soloed a lot as a necromancer in grouped. And when I played the EQ2 necromancer, I originally was like, this isn't like this at all. And that's why it was never my main until I started on HOF. And then I fell in love with it. Kind of like when the faction meant something, but I think most people disliked it. I think I liked the faction, but I think it kept people from playing together for whatever reasons. And that's why people disliked it. I felt like I think people felt like they were being told what to play. If they wanted to play with their friends, then there were very limited choices on what they could do or make. They didn't like that. Granted, there's ways around it, but people didn't think that far ahead, I guess. It did lend a sense of identity to classes, but yeah, it was limiting. And oh man, I really dislike the way they split the shaman for EQ1 and EQ2. Yes. I was never a big shaman player in EQ1, but the few times I did have to play shaman, it does not play like EQ2 shaman at all. I know one thing that I don't know. Actually, well, no, the TLPs still have it this way. Buffs are timed in EQ1, and in EQ2, buffs are there are certain buffs that are timed, but most are until canceled. So some of the hardcore EQ1 people were like, "This is stupid," because they want to be able to recast their buffs. Also, you have to be in the same group to buff other people. In EQ1, you don't have to be in the same group. You can buff whoever the fuck you want to buff. Some people love just sitting at zones and buffing people. That was their thing. EQ2, it really took that out of the game. Challenge with EQ, at least back in the day, where there were classes that were outside level 10 requirement groups, 100%, yeah. No solo rogues or warriors sitting in EC tunnel before age. Drive-by buffing does provide a social aspect. Yeah, I will say I feel like it is harder to be social in EverQuest 2. Like in EQ1, I mean, I'm not saying you can't be social in EQ2. You totally can. And there's certain guilds and stuff like that that do more role playing and, you know, incentivize that stuff. I think I saw it more in EQ1. Dark Inside. Rude. Clarity's enchanters, but still a bug. Still a buff. True. Both seem like they have to establish player bases, and which aren't going to be very newbie friendly. Everyone is already max level, so who do you quest with or party with? Yeah. People that enjoy replaying characters. We'll look for those. Sometimes when people mentor on retail servers, it takes the fun out of the game for me. Just because they basically just have to look at mobs and they die. So they're like, there's the mentoring system on retail. It's kind of weird. It works great on Kale Drackle, by the way, which there is no mentoring on Kale Drackle because everybody's the same level and the level scaling is better there. But on retail, mentoring just kills it for me. Audacious Amigo says, I'm a newbie. There are tons of low-level groups. Not to say I ever had any issues in EQ2 TLPs. They tend to have good low-level groups, yeah. I will say, with this server, and correct me if I'm wrong, the LFG for lower levels on Varsoon is not as active as previous TLEs. Am I wrong in that? I feel like previous TLEs had a much more active looking for group in the 1 to 60, 1 to 70 range. I feel like most of the groups that I see looking are all doing hunters, or it's all 75 plus stuff on Varsoon. On previous TLEs, I would see, I mean, and on the weekends, you do see more lower level groups advertising, but during the week, and you sometimes even depending on the time on the weekends, you don't really see it. What's up, two cats? Someone got me to reinstall EQ2. Oh shit. Well, don't be mad at me. I'm just messing. I'm glad you're back, two cats. feel groups tend to have a favorite comps in EQ2, whereas EQ1, much more grouping potential. Yeah. EQ1 grouping, for me anyways, is very similar to retail heroic grouping. And the reason I say that is I feel like the groups that you join, they really expect you. I'm not saying they won't help you. They will, but they really expect you to already know what to do. And if you tell them, hey, I'm new, or hey, I'm returning, most of the time there's one or two people that are cool about it and they'll walk you through it and keep you going. But EQ1 grouping and EverQuest 2 retail heroic grouping are very similar. And it can be very, I wouldn't say stressful, but at the same time, it's very offsetting sometimes. Like, it's hard to break that ice. Unless you know somebody. It's funny you bring that up. I just uninstalled ESO after only my second dungeon because I told them I was back after a long break and really rusty, and they raced ahead, let me die to mobs, and then I was useless and dead weight. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That won't happen in EverQuest, mainly because if you have somebody that's not doing what they need to do, the rest of the group can feel it. So they will help. They'll either help you or they'll kick you from the group and replace you. They're not just going to let you fall behind. And most of the time that's happened to me in both EQ1 and EQ2. It was like it wasn't like they just kicked me randomly and said, hey, they didn't didn't say anything. They're just like, hey, we really need to be able to do this with this, and you're just not here yet. Do you mind us replacing you? So they're usually super nice about it, but they're also like, get good and then come back. And then usually I'm just like, okay, so what do I need to do? And then that's when they, send you their notes. Help me remember why I stopped playing in the first place, says Two Cats. Rob says, if someone had to say what is the biggest need from a niche perspective, tanks, healers, DPS, CC, I would always say DPS first. Easier to get groups as DPS, I feel like. But if you're gonna be the one making the groups, healer or tank. If you enjoy healers though, I would say healer, and maybe do like channeler. Channeler is like a good mix between DPS and heals. I don't think you'll have a hard time getting groups as channeler. I've never played one myself, but from what I hear. I always go DPS first, and then if I have a hard time getting groups with DPS, then I try to outweigh tanking is hard because they want you to know the fight. You have to know the mechanics ahead of time. There's very few groups that will just take on a newbie tank, unless it's Shattered Lands content or something that's just face roll. But most tanks, they want you to know the mechanics first. So I would say DPS or healer. CC is not really much of a thing in EQ2 anyways. Illusionist or Course are seen more as a DPS / buffer. I mean, there are CC things, but for the most part, everybody just AoEs down everything. And this is just random daily randoms. ESO has developed a very present toxic community over the past several years, since elsewhere, really. And it's noticeable to me because I've played since almost launch, and it was never like that before. I've dabbled in ESO, and recently I've been having a good time, but I've played just with you guys and myself, so I really can't. I haven't experienced any of the toxicity, but I really didn't give it like a full shake of the stick, if you will. The thing about tanks is that you have to, exactly, Mega. Where should I be questing? At level 48 in EQ2? If you're questing, I almost want to say Steam font right now, I think. Steam font. Let me look at the... One thing I like to go to is the solo timeline on the wiki. I don't ever listen to it, but I mean, there are things on there. Apparently I was wrong. Thinking 46 to... Steam font will go from 36 to 50. And then you have Everfrost timeline, which is 41 to 50. Lava Storm is about 45 to 55. Sinking Sands timeline is 46 to 55. Peacock, 46 to 55. Maj'Dul, 46 to 55. 51 starts Pillars of Flame. Lesser Fate Arc is 51 to 60. I would only say Steam font. You're going to have to back quest a little. You'll have to back quest a little bit. But I feel like the discovery, the named, and the gear that you get will probably more than likely be upgrades from anything that's out there right now. And the Steam font timeline's not terrible. It's fun to listen to. It can be annoying, but for the most part, it's pretty good. And you won't find anything that's going to, like, kill you easily. Like, you'll be murdering things out there for a while. Sometimes when you're, like, level 46 and you try to go to, like, Sinking Sands, you're stuck. You'll get to, like, 3 or 4 quests in, and then next thing you know, you have this orange quest where you can't really kill anything. Hopped over to Lava Storm quick. Not sure if there's anything there. It can be annoying. Lava Storm is if you're in a group. Lava Storm fields, like Mega said. Yeah. Beard says Lava Storm and Everfrost. The Everfrost timeline can be weird because there are heroic mobs out there that just randomly will mess your day up. I forgot how many abilities EQ2 has. Yeah. There's a lot of abilities. A lot of taps and clicks. Not necessarily have to use all of them, but for the most part, you want to try anyways. What's up, Snookin? Right. About time to clean out this guild bank. New follower. 2 cats yelling. What happened? What happened, 2 cats? It was my comment about Pantheon, wasn't it? That's what made you unfollow? What kind of headphones are those? These are the HD 50X 58X Jubilees. I have them going into a shit stack. Not that they need the shit stack, but I like it. Nice. Very nice. These were my first like open back headphones. And I like that I can hear things around me and the quality of sound isn't messed up by that. My only complaint about open back is whatever I'm listening to, usually people that are semi close to me can hear that. So like if I have music going pretty loud, people around me can hear it. I can still hear them. But like, yeah. This fucking bank is getting full. Recipes. Damn it. Wait. That one? I didn't have that one. All right. It's annoying. Well, folks, wish me luck trying a free account as a Fury. Nice, Rob. Are you still series Noah Pro Wireless? I think that's what it's called. Nice. My interface is Emodius from with Magnus and crank these bad boys. Nice, yeah. That's a nice setup. I think my shit stack is it's MAGNI. I don't know. Bought it a long time ago now. Yeah, I've been impressed with it. I honestly didn't expect the quality to be better, but when I first hooked it up, I was like, I've been missing out on a lot of things. Two Cat says you're on a paid server, right? I'm on a paid server, yeah. Thank you again, Rebus. I do end up streaming. I'll make sure it's at different times or schedules. I'm still mostly locked into 2K. But I gotta find something that's gonna find some interest. Okay. I'll just stream at different times. You can stream at the same time if you want. I don't care. Oh, gotcha, Two Cats. Gotcha, yeah. Should get a bigger interface for the full XLR. Yeah. One day. My rule of thumb right now is I try not to upgrade anything until something breaks. Or if I'm trying to pass something down to my girl or the kids. Because everything that I would upgrade right now isn't really like a huge upgrade. So right now I just use and abuse everything until it breaks, and then I'm like, okay, time to replace it. Tried to go XLR and I handed it down to my son along with the Rode Pod mic. Nice, epic. Exactly, snooking. It does add up. And I hate cable management so much. And I have a standing desk too, so like usually with the cables, whatever the default size is usually not long enough, so I have to get the longer cables to have everything routed neatly and be able to go up and down with the desk. So it just adds to the complication of things, usually. And then also 2PC streaming adds a whole nother layer of complication sometimes. I have to be careful with things that I do buy. I have to make sure that I have all the dongles, if you will. Nice, epic. They're on my list. I keep an eye on those. The beacon setups are nice. Also, those stupid cables. Oh, I read that already. Supported the yeah, I read that. Probably way more than a Go XLR. The voice changer I've never used and took a lot of desk space. Yeah. What happened with Go XLR too? Did they end up? Did they close doors or did they go under? Like, I remember in something about it where they weren't supporting or no longer not doing any updates on the software or something. Thought I read something about it anyways. I might be wrong. Nobody's still around. They just dropped their product. They make sound equipment. I have some guitar pedals, etc. from them. It's a local company. Nice. I thought they weren't doing any more support for the software. I thought is what I read. And that was making some people scared. Like they weren't doing updates or anything. Yeah, I do remember that. Okay. Do here. I feel like I need to. There was something. No support, no new driver. No support, no new drivers. So eventually they won't work. Gotcha. Helicon is more professional stuff or stuff. What I did not do, chat. Shir. Complete. All right. There. Sweet. Got a beacon mix grade on top of my Scarlet 2i 2x2. It's on top of the shit stack. Easy Helicon site still has the Go XLR stuff on it. How odd. Yeah. That would be so dumb and over the top. Hey. Ain't nobody gonna knock it. $5% off coupon. This coupon say 5% on one Brew Day Festival purchase. More items are discounted than displayed below. Okay. Hey. Whatever you say, game. Better gear. Because I don't think I can craft anything with better stats. Yeah, those are 30. Wait till 70. Beacon is expanding. They signed a deal with London Drugs. Sounds weird to read that out loud. They carry their product, but both are Victoria, but I know one of them lives in Burnaby. I got to meet them at Twitch Vancouver meetup. Nice. Sorry, so I said nobody clipped this, but as much as I hate wanting, that's the only game you can drop in. It's around like Spider-Man. I play Fortnite with the kids every once in a while, and I do enjoy my time in there with them. And another thing that is nice about it is if you have 30 minutes to play, you can do that. Drop in, shoot a few things, get out. Woodrain says, is Antonio Bale's server safe for work? Sure. I think it's a roleplay server. You don't have to roleplay to be on there, but I mean, there are... And I think it's safe for work. What do you mean, Wood? I'm not trying to be a dick or anything. I don't know what you mean by safe for work. I have 4 characters over on Antonio Bale. I don't play there often, though. Don't forget, chat, to enter up on the channel currency giveaway. At the end of every stream, I give away 5,000 copper pieces to one lucky winner on both Twitch chat and YouTube chat. All you gotta do is type exclamation point and the word enter. And you can use that currency to play the sound effects on stream and play the mini games in chat. Or just hoard it. And maybe one day you'll be as rich as Grug. I didn't know how spicy the RP is over there. No, it's not. I mean, I'm sure there are some of those RPers there, but I have yet to run into them over there. Which is funny that you say that, because there was one time I went somewhere and there were a bunch of characters and I couldn't see what they were typing because they weren't doing it like in say. But there was definitely something going on there, and it was awkward. And it still doesn't beat the freaking day I zoned into the one house that had the naked halflings dancing on the pool table. I thought I was going to get kidnapped in there. And there were bald halflings. They were bald, naked halflings dancing on pool tables. House, which everybody's got their kink, I guess, but like it was very random. Nothing good could come from that. Yeah, I don't even remember that. What's I think that was that on I think that was on Antonio Bale. Granted, there's no nudity in EverQuest 2, but it was the gist of it, I guess. Hi to Rebus. We all know your secret killed on the RP server with Big Daddy Rebus. Oh, jeez. No, that's what the OnlyFans is for, Paladin. Gotta keep it out of off the in-game. The OnlyFans is for character RP. It's all done in EQ2 characters. There you go. That's the racket right there. OnlyFans, but in-game characters only. And then just do weird stuff. Only tunes, yeah. Is there anything in the end user agreement about that though? Wonder. Like in the game, and you like. We're going down a dark path here, chat, and I'm not sure. Not sure. Like, what if? Now, just hear me out. What if it's an OnlyFans for characters, and it only shows their in-game feet? Think there's a market for that? Because you know them halfling feet. They might do good. Parker says, don't need an OnlyFans, just go to Feet Finder. There are definitely enough weirdos out there be into it. Yeah. Y'all are gonna kill me. Take care of your feet, count me in. Grog was all over the feet thing real fast. I don't think it's sus. For sure it's out there. People meme about it all the time, probably. That's why I picked Ogre in EQ1. Wait, you didn't pick Ogre for the... You do the old school UI, like the old models? Remember when Grug had his Ogre? Had all the right lines, all the right places, 90-degree angles. Pretty sure Grug stopped playing EQ1 after that stream. Grug's like, I can't take this anymore. The disrespect. Lizzie's like, what are we talking about? Platinum repository of reconstruction. Applies mechanism, platinum repository of reconstruction when activated, lasts for 5 minutes, summons a mender. Huh. Hey, so that's a rare one, right? Is that a rare Tinker ability? That's a pretty good one. Or is it not rare? I just haven't bought it on the broker yet. I made his note at all the right angles, yeah. Went from talking about selling feet kicks at ogres. The wild night. Sometimes, chat, you know, we just talk about random things. It's alright. It's a safe space, right? It's not like this is recorded or anything. This won't ever come back to haunt me. Right, chat? Got two. Rip. Shit. Well, it's too late to run now. Jesus. That was close. Pretty sure I went to 0% there. I'll take that as a sign. Actually, I only need two more. You really took your time on that one, Reeves? Yeah. I'll do the two pull again. So, how's the brother? Reading any good books lately? I actually have been reading a good book. Well, listening. I do audiobooks, but I'm on... Wait a minute. What am I on? I'm on Oathbringer, the second book, I think, of the Stormlight series. Storm 5. Book 2, part 4. I think it's called the Stormlight Archive. Yeah, Stormlight Archive. No, I'm on book... Oathbringer's book 3. My bad. It's book 3 of the series. Pretty good. They're long. Really long. But it's a really fun story. Oh, shit. Wait. Eight Kings. Words of Radiance. Oathbringer. Yeah, I'm on book 3. Alright, chat, I'm about to log out. I'm gonna go turn these in, and then we'll do our channel currency giveaways. What time is it? Roll dice.
Hello. Greetings.
Well met.
So close to leveling. It's another. Oh, maybe this one will do it.
Hello.
Nope. Didn't do it. No, I gotta log out. Get it later. Alright, chat. That's it for me tonight. I'm gonna get out of here. Shout out for everybody watching tonight. Thank you. Over on YouTube, thank you for watching. Appreciate you chatting it up. Woodrain, Snookin, Donald, Dutch, Grug, of course. Thank you. Over on YouTube. Twitch chat coming in hot. Oh, I'm sorry, Palladeer. You did lose the glasses. My bad. Yeah, I'm giving it back. It's refunded. Sorry, Palla. I didn't see it. You gotta hit me with a snowball. I totally missed it. I wonder if I can set those up for alerts. I think I can. I think I can set those to do like an alert kind of thing for me. I'll have to look at that. Two Cats, thank you for the follow again. Aesthetic God, thank you for the follow. Cracktoon, thank you for the 12 months of support. Rob, thank you for the follow. Sincans, thank you for the follow as well. Appreciate you. Playing Embers, kind of in and out, nice. Lies. You saw it. No, I promise I did not. I did not see it until I looked over here and then I saw that there was a queue. Send a message on Discord. Nice. I don't know if anybody's still playing Embers in the community. I think Grug was at some point. I don't think it's in his... Oh, Grug said he is. I wasn't sure if it was still in your rotation. Woodrain says, I know it sounds lame, but Empire of the Vampire is a page turner. Nice. Once I get through the Stormwind archive, I'll be looking for some recommendations. So. I still have quite a few more books of this series, though. But I usually do audiobooks because I have long drives during the week. And I just rather listen to audiobooks than music when I'm in the car. You know, I'm weird. I usually listen to music when I'm in the office, and then when I'm in the car, I listen to audiobooks. But all right, let's see who won some channel currency this evening. On Twitch chat, we have Beard, Bobby, Freddy, Liz, Hala, Grug, Killswitch, Zach, Bobby, Dark Inside, S.A. Darko, Snookin, Cat Dad, Saldeus, and Megaton. YouTube chat, we have Woodrain, Grug, and Snookin. Nice. Greg says he plays on Thursdays, I think. I'm reading the Gruganese correctly. I'm going to close up the giveaway on Twitch chat and see who won tonight. Who do we think the winner is? We got any guesses? Beard, Bobby, Freddy, Liz, Pala, Grug, Killswitch, Zach, Bobby, Dark Inside, S.A. Darko, Snookin, Cat Dad, Ladeus, and Mega. Any bets? Entries have stopped. And the winner this evening is T-Bobby. Congrats, T-Bobby. I think it was Dark Inside was the last winner. No. Who won this weekend? Somebody won this weekend. There was 2 winners this weekend, and I don't remember who it was. There you go, Bobby. 5,000 copper to your Twitch purse. All right, YouTube chat. Do we think it's Wood, Grug, or Snookin? Who do we think? Entries have stopped, and the winner this evening is... Take a guess. It was Snookin. Congrats, Snookin. I think you won over the weekend over on YouTube. Did you not? At least one of the days. So not rigged. So not rigged. And you got a jackpot on the Twitch. Well, never disappoints. First in, first to lose. Oh, man. You've won recently, Beard. I think. Pretty sure you've won. All right, guys. That's it for me tonight. I'm getting out of here. Next playing stream is Saturday. Yeah, nothing's going on this Saturday. So Saturday and Sunday should be good. Streams Saturday and Sunday this weekend. 1 p.m. Eastern. Playing some permadeath rule set in EQ2. Make sure you stop in and say hi. Enter up on the channel currency giveaway. At least. Appreciate it. That's all I got for you guys. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. If you all need me, don't be afraid to reach out on the socials. You can find all of those doing things here, I guess. There's the socials for Twitch. And socials for YouTube. Same ding, maybe. Do all the things. Yep. It did it over on YouTube, too. Actually, did it spit out the links? It did. Okay, nice. All right, guys. I'm out. Y'all have a good night. Stay safe. Be good humans to each other, please. And we'll see you in-game, off-stream, and this weekend. Sound good? Everybody, thank you all for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the chats tonight, guys. Appreciate it. All right, I'll talk to y'all later.
spree.